All right, y'all. Whew. This is my fourth video. I've changed my shirt for y'all. Again, I'm pretty excited about this video. This is, as the title suggests, it is a video on seed swapping etiquette. So if you are a first timer or a newbie to doing it and you're worried about doing it wrong, hopefully this video will help you. I don't claim to be a professional seed swapper or that I know everything. And so I'm going to try to go over as much as I have learned and give suggestions. But if there's anything that I forget, anything that I've missed, please put it down below in the comments and help everyone by letting everyone know what I forgot in this video. and you might even be teaching me something, which is awesome. Okay, I've got a bunch of notes here. And I've got a bunch of stuff all over the table here. Let's see, what do I want to start with? I guess I'll start by talking about where I swap seeds. I started swapping seeds on the Facebook groups Tomato Obsession and Pepper Obsession. There's a bunch of obsession groups now. I'll link them all down below if you're interested in those groups. They're super easy to trade in. The people in them are fantastic. The groups are growing, so there's lots and lots and lots of people to trade with. Go check those groups out. You won't be sorry. My first trade, let's talk about that. I didn't really know what I was doing, but you learn as you go. So I've been swapping seeds since I believe my first swap was back in July or August of last year, of 2022. And I have done a lot of swapping since then. It's a lot of fun to swap. So let's start with the process of swapping. So on Tomato Obsession, I'll just start with how you could swap on those groups. So they have what's called a trading post. So you want to trade seeds. Every 2 weeks, I believe, they post the trading post. And what it is that you can post 5 different seeds that you have available to trade. And then other people can look at that post. What they like is that you post yourself because it gets the, so like if you want to trade with someone, post some seeds that you have. You don't always have to do that, but they kind of like you to. I'll just use myself an example. So I posted on the trading post, I have 1, and no tomatoes are coming to mind of all the tomatoes I have. Okay, so let's say I have Naho Moon 1, 2, I have Mammy Brown's Pink 3, I could trade. So 3, 4, 5. So I've put 5 different ones, and then what someone can do is they can, underneath of that post, message me and say, I'm interested in 1 and 3. So then you can go and look at what they've posted. So they'll say, I'm interested in 1 and 3. Then what you do is you'll private message that person. I am interested in your, on the trading post, numbers 1 and 3. And then they can message you back. I'm interested in what you've posted. Or a lot of times what I'll do, because I like to do bigger trades, is that I'll just say, let me PM you my entire list and you can PM me your entire list and we can just swap a bunch. So that's usually how it goes on the trading post. And that's how easy it is to trade. Just PM in someone, I'm interested in what you have to trade. I hope I explained that okay. One of the things that you want to make sure that you're doing is you're swapping or you're trading viable seeds. You don't want to send someone a bunch of old seeds or seeds that don't look healthy, seeds that are crossed. So make sure you're sending good seeds and seeds that you know what they are. You can test for germination if you're worried about it. So stick a couple seeds in the dirt and see if they pop up. If they do, then those are good seeds to trade. I'm a pro at trading tomato seeds and pretty good at pepper seeds. I haven't done a whole lot of trading with like beans or I've traded flowers, but beans and corn, from what I gather, probably gourd seeds too. Now, I have traded those two and they ship fine, but for some people, like corn and beans, they can get crushed. The packaging can be a little bit different for those. I've traded without a bubble mailer, but for some people, they might request that you bubble mail. Like corn can get smashed, beans can get smashed, and you don't want to send your seeds, to someone and then they message you back, hey, your seeds came crushed or whatever. Take that chance sometimes if you don't stick things in a bubble mailer, but bubble mailing things costs a little bit more. I'm a tomato lover, and tomato seeds and pepper seeds are pretty easy to trade. because they're small. They don't take up a lot of space. Well, that's because they're small, and they're pretty durable too. I mean, they'll take going through the mail pretty easily. Most stuff will, actually. You don't have to overcomplicate things, really. When I talk about saving seeds, there's probably videos on it, but like saving seeds from squash, like if you grow more than one type of squash, they're gonna cross. Melons will cross pretty readily. I don't think beans cross, so saving beans is a pretty safe bet if you want to save beans in trade. I believe there's certain gourds that will cross. Hot peppers will totally cross with sweet peppers, so if you grow a hot pepper near, and I think they have to be really far apart. If you grow a hot pepper plant near a sweet pepper plant, and then you save your seeds from your sweet pepper that year, and then go to trade your sweet pepper seeds, they're probably going to be hot. They're probably going to grow hot peppers. You have to really spread them apart, or I'm not even sure. I think if you can like net the whole hot pepper plant. If anybody, knows more about this than I do, please in the comments let me know. But I'm, like hot peppers need to be really separated from sweet peppers. So I guess I should say this in the beginning. There could be some controversy over trading seeds in the mail. It's not illegal, but it's kind of, I don't know, frowned upon a little bit because of diseases that could carry from like one place to another. So don't trade seeds that you got from a diseased plant. No, because it's going to carry that disease on to the next plant. So make sure that the fruit that you're taking off the plant's healthy, and that's the seeds that you're saving from healthy plants, not diseased plants. It's not illegal to trade, but it's, you just got to fly under the radar a little bit, I guess you could say. There's always the risk too that it gets, like if you're international trading, that it gets caught in customs, which is a bummer. So if you're trading with someone and they don't get your seeds, you might have to resend them again. I have never had that problem. I traded with someone in South Africa, and neither of us have gotten either of our packages. So I'm guessing that's, we're out of luck there. I don't know. We could still get them. Still waiting. He's still waiting. We still message each other like once every couple months. Hey, did you get your package? No. Did you get yours? No. But that's a risk that you kind of take when you send seeds and you trade with people, that all you have to do is message someone. If they got theirs and you didn't get yours, just message them and say, hey, I didn't get mine. I had that happen a couple of times where they got mine, but I didn't get theirs. I just messaged them and they resent the seeds. It's as easy as that. But like, even if they didn't have the seeds, I wasn't going to be like bent out of shape. Also, another thing is you can do your best to save seeds from healthy plants. You can do your best to not have things cross. And so when you trade, you try to do your best at keeping these things from happening, but there's always a chance. I don't have like huge standards like I would with like getting seeds from Baker Creek or getting seeds from different seed companies. This is just somebody, a lot of times, I mean, some people do trade with seeds that they get from Baker Creek, the packets of seeds or places that they get. But some of these trades are from just people that save the seeds themselves. When you're trading with people, sometimes you'll get stuff that's gotten crossed. Tomatoes only have like a 6% chance of crossing. From what I know, sometimes they have already pollinated themselves before the flower even opens up. Like, not a big risk on trading with tomatoes or peppers and things like that, crosses, but it does happen. So if you're really wanting a specific type of tomato, you trade with someone and you don't get it, it's not that big of a deal. Like, I think it's just fun to trade. It's fun to grow stuff, and just keep that in mind when you're trading, that sometimes stuff happens. And I'm sure that if I grew something or somebody grew some seeds of mine and it didn't end up being what it was supposed to be, just message me and I'll try to correct what has happened. But honestly, like if it happens to me, if I get seeds from someone and I didn't get the right thing, I'm just going to try to trade again with someone else that might have those seeds, or I'll buy them from a company. So keep in mind there's always that possibility that that kind of stuff might happen. I'm just trying to say, be kind if it does happen. You know, that's another thing. Trading and gifting people seeds, this is a thing of love, a thing of passion, and at least in tomato obsession and pepper obsession, there's no drama. We don't want that kind of drama. So you've gotten on the trading post, you've traded with someone, now what do? You got to get their stuff packaged up and you got to send it to them. So you've told the person, I'm trading these 12 things for these 12 things. And that's usually how it goes. I'll message someone and they'll send me their list, and I'm not shy about it. If there's like 50 things, I just traded with a friend of mine, I think it was over 60. It was like 62 things. And I sent her the thing. I said, this is all the things I want from you. Here's my lists. If you can't find as many on my list that you want to trade from, let me know, and I can narrow mine down. Or we could trade for stamps. Like, you send me the tomatoes that I want, and then I'll send you some stamps. That's another thing that you could do, is trade for stamps. If you're just starting out and you don't have a lot to trade, but you'd like to build your collection and start a bunch of different varieties of tomatoes, ask to trade for stamps. Look at the trading post and just PM that person. You know, I don't have a lot to trade, but I would be willing to trade stamps. I'll give you so many stamps for this tomato variety or whatever. You know, go about it that way. Usually what I'll do when I trade someone for stamps, it'll be 2 packets of 10 to 15 seeds for 1 stamp, because the stamp is like 64 cents or something like that right now. 62, 64, I can't remember, it just went up. International stamps is a whole different thing. An international stamp, because you can trade internationally. I've traded, wait, let me see. I think I'm getting off topic here. But you could trade for stamps. I've never traded for international stamps before, but I guess you could do that too. That would be a whole different ball game. International stamps are $1.40 each. I think I just checked on that. Yeah, that's how much they are. So you could probably do like 4 packets of 10 to 15 seeds, or whatever. You just have to agree. And that's another thing, is when you're trading with someone, tell them, I think on the trading post on Tomato Obsession, the minimum is 5 seeds. You have to send at least 5 seeds. Usually I'll send 10, even if they send me 5, because sometimes I forget to ask, hey, how many are we doing, 5 or 10? And so I just normally just send, if I have a lot. If I don't have a lot, I have even sent just 2 seeds of something. I think it was like a birdhouse gourd or something. I can't remember, a gourd. Or no, it was a snake gourd. And once I traded with that person, I realized I only had 2 seeds of the snake gourd. And so I messaged them. I said, listen, I'm sorry, I only have 2 seeds. Would you like to add something else to what you'd like from me? And that'll just be in place of the seeds that, you know, I said I was going to send you and now I don't have. So it's as easy as that. You just message back the person and let them know what you can do, what you can't do, how many seeds you want to swap for, 10 for 10, 5 for 5, you know, whatever. 10 for 2 stamps, you know, something like that. You've decided how many seeds you're going to swap. You decided what seeds you're going to swap. Now you got to package it up. The first trade I had, after I traded with the person, I realized, oh my gosh, I don't have any seed baggies. So I did get on Amazon. I will link a bunch of different baggies that you could purchase from Amazon. But I was like, oh, what am I supposed to do? My first swap, I used these. And I can do a video on different kinds of packaging, because there certainly is a whole bunch of different ways you can package your seeds up. And of course, different size seeds are going to need different size packaging. But these are the first little envelopes that I made. Do you want me to do a video on the different kinds of packaging? I could show how to make different ones. I think there's like 5 different ways that I know how to make packages. So let me know in the comments if you want me to do a video of that. It's just like you fold the paper together, and then there's a little pocket there, and then you tuck this little flap down into there and fold it closed like that. And you could put like a little sticker there to really tape it closed, and then put the label of what you want on it. So that's what I did with my first couple of swaps. I swapped with these, but these are some of my favorite to do with tomato seeds or pepper seeds, because you can package up so many seeds in an envelope. But it's these tiny little packets. I believe they're 1x1 size packages, very tiny. So I'd put like 10 10 to 15 tomato seeds in here. And then I label with these labels. So it's these little tiny stickers that fit on here. You see each one's a little sticker. And I get these at Walmart. You can get them on Amazon too. These you can do, I think I've done upwards of like 50 packs of these in a card like this. So I'll show you how I package stuff up to make it look kind of nice and neat. And you don't have to be as neat as I am, but I kind of like it. It's like the reveal of when they open it. It's like, oh. Back to packaging. So there's different sizes. So this would be bigger. This would be like if you were going to do some gourd seeds or different kinds of beans, things like that, bigger seed. There's also a little bit smaller. A lot of times I'll do flower seeds in these little packages, but these could also be for tomato pack. I mean, there's so many different ways to package. I had someone send me seeds in this kind of packaging. It's like a reused seed catalog, which is awesome. So they just fold it up. But I mean, there's so many different ways to package. There's people that package in like this, and then when they label, they just put a little piece of paper and write on it. So the little piece of paper comes out. So when you're done with the seeds, you can take the paper out and then reuse the package to send to trade or send people some more seeds. So there's that way of doing it. There's different stickers. So this is one that has a bigger size sticker. So I'm just showing you a bunch of different things. And you could cut this up to size that you wanted to use. I've had people, there's these kind of packages where they have the little white lines on them, and then you could write on marker. Here's someone that just put a little piece of paper inside. Here's someone that just ripped off some tape and, labeled the piece of tape on there. This person, I guess they printed these out, and this is one thing that you could do that's a really nice thing to do, is to put like what it looks like. So lemon ice, it's a yellow heart. He put that it's a slicer. He wrote that it's dwarf, indeterminate. He wrote that it was regular leaf and open pollinated, seed saved in 2021. So he's got a lot of information on his labeling, which is really nice. Here's another kind of packaging, the little brown envelopes. This one's fun, black. There's one that I had that was like really pretty iridescent. Again, more of the packaging of the, and then I've even had people send me seeds in really large, like Ziploc baggies. So you could do that too. This only has one seed left because I've planted the other, dwarf confetti. Multiple different ways to package seeds. So once you've got your seeds in your Ziploc baggies or whatever it is that you're putting the seeds in, and once they're labeled and whatever it is that you want to label them, you could potentially, let me get all this stuff over here. Got more stuff. As far as the different kinds of seeds, like I said, some are more durable than others. I mean, I've had seeds just where it's the envelope, just a regular envelope, and the seeds like tomatoes and peppers have just been put directly in the envelope. And they came fine. They came just fine. Nothing wrong with them. I like to put a little bit of protection. So I really, with tomato and pepper seeds, all it really needs is a piece of paper towel. You could put just the seeds right in between the paper towel and then tape that together and then put it in the envelope. That'd be fine. Just a little bit of protection. I've seen little pieces of bubble wrap cut out like this. Little pieces of cardboard. You could tape the seeds to just a small piece of cardboard. I've gotten seeds with these thin little foam sheets. Like sometimes you'll get stuff in the mail and it'll have this kind of like foam stuff around it to protect it. You can save this and use it for your seed swaps. Then there's also, I think at Walmart or Dollar Tree, you can even get it, like foam sheets. So you just take the seeds once you have them and just tape them. Take a little piece of tape, tape it to that, fold it over, and just stick that in the envelope. Thick cardstock you could do that. Tape them to a piece of thick cardstock. I'll also save my Amazon packaging when I get things from Amazon, which is often. And I'll cut this up and I'll just tape the seeds to this. Or if I am doing a bigger trade, I'll do like a card. Like this, some of them, like bigger trades, I'll use bigger cards, but they have different sized cards you can use. At Dollar Tree, you can get 8 note cards for, it's $1.25, but you can get 8 of these little cards. Comes with a card and then an envelope. And a lot of times what I'll do is, once I've got the seeds packaged up, I will tape them to the card. And then I cut a piece of foam that will fit in there. And then that is what I fit into the envelope. So I'm just going to use some seeds here that I have laying here. So let's say I'm trading these, and I'll tape Phil's one, and then I'll tape this one, malachite box. Nope. Tape them to the envelope, and then I'll take like the packaging from Amazon or the foam sheet or whatever, and I just cut a little piece off, enough that it will cover the seeds, and then I'll put this in the envelope. Where's the envelope? And then I'll just tuck this in there, and then once that's in there like that, just to make sure that this doesn't come open, I always tape the flap here with some scotch tape. Is this scotch tape? Masking tape? Scotch tape. Did I go over all the packaging? Oh, so if you're doing like a really large trade with like beans or corn or gourds or something that you think, you know, needs more protection, there's these little bubble mailers. You can get these, I think, at the Dollar Tree. My daughter bought a big pack of these. I can link where she got hers from Amazon down below. But it's just a little bubble packager. So if you're doing like a really big trade and you're worried about it getting messed up, you can use a bubble mailer. For the most part, I just don't really think it's necessary. But if you are trading with someone that wants that, I've never had anyone ask me for it. I honestly don't think people care all that much. Over how to send it. I mean, I've gotten seed trades and envelopes like in these really big envelopes, regular envelopes. I've gone over labeling. I've gone over packaging. What else? You've got it packaged. You've taped it up. How much does it weigh? So if it's under an ounce, and I have this old food scale here. This is like over 12 years old. Still works, but just want to go to ounces. If it's under an ounce, it's one stamp. So if it's over an ounce, it's going to be more than one stamp. I don't know specifically how much, like over 2 ounces you would need for stamps. You could go to your post office if it's over an ounce. Most of the time mine's under an ounce. If it's over a little over an ounce, I'll just slap another stamp on there. But you could go to the post office and they'll tell you specifically how much it costs to send that letter. A lot of times, especially because I use these little packages and I mostly trade tomato and pepper seeds, it weighs under an ounce, even like my bigger trades. So most of the time I can send my trades with just one stamp. I use this food scale. I think I got mine on Amazon 12 years ago. I'll see if I can find something cheap like this and link it below for you. You can easily just slap that on there. Is it less than an ounce? Put a sticker on it, or put a stamp on it. And if it's over an ounce, put 2 stamps on it. Same for international trading. Usually, if it's under an ounce, this is what international stickers look like. I guess I should show you that because I didn't know what international stickers look like, and I didn't know how to trade internationally when I first started trading. Just the same. The only difference is you want to make sure that you ask the person that you're trading with to write down specifically how you're supposed to address the letter. It's different than it is for like the States. And I've sent to Germany, I've sent to Belgium, where else? Poland. They're all a little bit different. So just make sure you ask them when you're messaging them back and forth, how exactly is your address written on the envelope? But this is what an international stamp looks like. You put the international stamp just like you would a regular stamp up in the right-hand corner. And same thing, if it's over an ounce, it's gonna be more than 1 international stamp. And so if it's over an ounce, I just put 2 stamps. But again, you could take it to the post office and see exactly, so you're not overpaying in postage if that's something that, you know, you wanna not waste any of your pennies. So you've got it addressed, you've got it stamped. There's more. Once I've got it ready to go and I'm sending it out, that's another thing, that if you're going to trade, if it's going to be more than a week that you're not going to be sending that person seeds out, let them know. Say, hey, I really want to trade with you. Is it a problem if it takes me a little bit longer to send your trade out? I'm really busy, blah, 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 whatever the case may be. If you're not planning on getting those seeds gathered up, putting them in an envelope and sending them out within like a week, let the other person know, because they're going to be waiting on them. How does that person know that you've sent the seeds out? So when you've got them all packaged up, stamp on there, I will actually take a picture of the letter. Sometimes I'll even take a picture of the envelope with the seeds in it. And I message that person the picture saying they're going out today. So that's part of the etiquette of it. Let the person know when you've sent their seeds so that they know when to be looking out for them in the mail. And then when you receive your trade, I do the same thing. Once I receive the trade, I'll take a picture of it and send that picture back to the person and say, hey, I got your seeds. Because for me, I do so much trading, I actually keep a running list. What I'm expecting, what I've sent out. That person's gotten their seeds. I like it when they send me a picture saying they've gotten it, or even just a quick message, say I got your seeds. Then I can cross them off that list, because you know, I want to keep track of everything. Or if I'm waiting on something from someone, once I get it and I send them a picture, I can cross that off my list. So it's a nice thing to do. Let the person know when you receive their seeds. Let the person know when you sent the seeds out. And a photo is good too, because then you know that, oh, they actually have an envelope with my address on it. They're not trying to pull one over on me, that kind of thing. You know, most people don't do that, but you never know. So I'm cleaning up all my mess I had here, and I just thought of something else I wanted to add. One thing that I'll do that I think is a really nice touch to when I trade is that I like to gift something extra, like whether it be flower seeds or tomato seeds. I usually throw in 1 or 2 extra gifts. I just think it's nice. The first time I got something extra, I was over the moon, so I thought, I want to do that too. I want to give somebody something a little extra just to make them smile. I also sometimes like to throw in a sticker. Like, not everybody loves stickers, but I enjoy, you know, stickers. So sometimes I ordered a big pack of stickers from Amazon. It had all different kinds of flowers. I have yet to find tomato stickers. If you all know where I can find tomato stickers, let me know. That's something else that you could do. If you know you had extra flower seeds, like I'll save a lot of flower seeds and I'll just package up some flower seeds, label them, and toss them in with the envelope. So I just wanted to add that. I think that's everything. Labeling, adding information, talk about different way to make your... Okay, yeah, I think that's pretty much everything. This is a really long video. It's 37 minutes long so far. There's a lot of information in there, and I'm sure that I didn't go over everything. I'm sure I forgot things, like I said in the beginning. If there's something that you'd like to add, please let us know in the comments. That way people can go down and look at the comments and learn some more. Again, if you want me to do a video on making your own packages, on how to fold up the little packages and do different kinds of those, let me know. I could do a video on that too. I think that would be fun. But until the next one, guys, I hope you all enjoy your day. Bye.